Hello and welcome back to a new episode of Cozy Comfy Completionist. And Lorelai is going to sleep, and we are going to do some sailing today, I think, because we need to find another mother place. I'm not very fond of the one we have. Also, we want to probably try and move house today. So we want a boat portal somewhere. We renamed the boat portal for Bergheim, and we need a new boat portal because it is going to be awkward to go sailing without a boat portal. So let me get the fine wood needed and the ice and put out a boat portal somewhere. Also, I might want to try and move house, although we are not yet done finishing up the new base. We want to eat. We need to cook. Okay, let's put the boat portal maybe here for now. Boat. And then we need to jump over to Bergheim and get our pocket portal that we left there. And ideally I want the other portals moved too. And we cannot have them all inside, that's why we need some space outside. Also, we want to build a portal house somewhere here. Let's have that on fire. That looks nicer. Okay, got the pocket portal. Gonna go to the boat and get the boat and get sailing, I think. Because we need to find new land. This one is not going to be here, so we can delete that. We have our crusty bonfire, we have the two portals, we have our big boat. And I think we're gonna go west, like over here. I have to turn the boat around. Also, we will have to do some more serious fishing for the fishing head. Now that we found that tetra fish. Ugh, this is not going to work because we do not have a tailwind. Come on. We need that boat to turn. Come on, go forward. That longboat is much nicer than the carve is, but it is kind of sluggish. The carve is super wiggly, so you sail with the carve, you're gonna have some serious issues because that thing is super wiggly. But the longboat is somewhat sluggish. And then when we get farther along, we're gonna have another boat. Don't want to spoil it too much, but that one is even more sluggish. Okay, we have a good tailwind here. Let's get over here somewhere. I'll sail right through the middle of that. Good bearings, yeah. So I want to get pretty far away from the current mother location we already found and find another mother location on a different mountain in the far west. So we can have a different location here, because the one we already have is a little sketch and I do not like it a lot. We can find another place, a better place. I will find her there, probably die 2 times or something like that, because that's what I'm afraid of will be happening with that mother location. But yeah, let's try. We need to find more mountains anyways, so we might as well try for that now, because we need more frost caves. We need to find that cultist trophy that we need for Defender's armor. And then I think we are going to postpone getting the Fenring trophy, which is the one that we are lacking sorely to, because they do only spawn in the night and I don't feel secure in the night with the wolf armor even on full tilt to brave 1 or 2 star wolves, because man, those beasties hit hard. I have a hard time with the normal ones already, because we are playing on hard difficulty, so might want to come back and try night farming in the forest once we have padded armor from the plains, because I do hate to pay that 5% fee for dying, so we try to not do that. That's the objective here. Okay, so I think we're gonna sail out to this place here. There is a howling cavern, that means there has to be a mountain there. And we might want to check in with Hildir, because I am not positive that we did the smoldering tomb. Let me remove all of the markers and see if we have a completed... We did the smoldering tomb over there. Ooh, we're running right at land here. Me looking at the map while we are sailing. We have to turn that one on again. Okay, better. So we did the smoldering tomb, which is cool. We will do the howling cavern too, but again, probably not while we are living in the mountain. We're gonna come back with padded armor, maybe even magic, and do it then, because as far as I understand it, those mini quests are meant to be done 1 level above where the biome is where they come from. So probably we do not have to stretch ourselves thin by trying to do that while we're in the mountain. Wolf armor is good armor, don't get me wrong, but we are playing on hard. That means every mob does hit way harder, and we are very much prone to get deaded by something, and as I said, I'm not keen on dying. Okay, now there is some bit of a mountain range ahead, but I think that's like a baby mountain. Ooh, let's get there. Because I'm not sure we do have a harpoon. And even if we had, we could always collect that stuff. We do not know what the devs will do with the mountain, with the deep north biome. They could be adding something more to be done with that. Things. So you might want to. That's not bad. It is bad. I fell into the water because it's a little too far to jump. But I want to leave all of that in the hold of my boat for the sake of carrying capacity. Let's see how much we can get from this. Yeah, that is what we saw, and it is not looking like a lot. No, that first hit it did mark up. Yeah. Let's see how much we can get. It's gonna be sinking real fast. Probably. That's not a lot. Can we get a little bit more? No, it's good. That's all we can manage. Okay. Let's put that in the hold and get our stuff back here. So we are prepared for landfall. Yeah, we saw that that over there is not really helpful. Let's get... like that is some bit of mountain, but not really mountain. There's baby mountain probably beyond that. I have to get through that passage over there, I think. I just want to get a little bit closer so we make that coastline show up on the map. Also, I'm thinking we do have so much circling course. What we might want to be doing, we might want to... we have nasty weather. We might want to have numbered portals on every continent, probably. So we can jump back there if we want to and do some boat jumping. Because if we want to get from the far east to the far west, or from the far west to the far east, or from the far south to the far north, it's gonna be a long time sailing. If we went there once and left a portal there, we could come back to gather resources and we could use the portals to jump to the vicinity where we finally want to pick up sailing. That could speed up the process of getting around the world a little more. So I think we want to have a numbered portal that we can change the number with every portal we set up. I think that is what we're going to be doing, and then we're gonna be leaving like one on every continent that we do not have portals on anyways. Like we don't need one where the Elder is, or where Haldor is, or where Hildir is, because we have a portal there anyways. That could be used for that purpose, but all of the unexplored places will probably need a numbered portal. So like this one, and then somewhere down here, and here and there. That would be probably helpful. try to get out to the ocean because I cannot see if there is mountains in that murk. Also, I have a question for you. I do have those two series, the Journey to Valhalla. We have nasty weather on the ocean, and the Cozy Completionist, and we're gonna be ending the Journey to Valhalla before we kill the Ashlands boss, and then wait for Deep North to pick that back up again. But I do want to have another series going. The moment that happens, the Valheim, the Journey to Valhalla runs out. So I'm thinking about doing a no map run, probably, or permadeath run, which means we're gonna have season 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have episode 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can try to get through the game without dying, and if we die, we delete the character, start over again with a new character on a new map. So that could be fun too, or we could do a no map run, and I'd like to have you comment what you want me to be doing once a Journey to Valhalla goes on pause, and just leave me a comment what you think would be cool. No map run I'd like to do, that would be cool. I think I found a fantastic mod that does use the cartography table to draw a map, like a street map, an old-fashioned map. And we could try to use that, so I don't have to draw a map all by my lonesome self and bore you to death. Oh, we have swamp here. And there is mountain beyond that swamp. That is why I did slow down, because I want to find a way to get to that mountain there. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking about and what I'm trying to plan out a little bit, to not jump into a new series without a plan. And we could use that mod and then disable the minimap and the map in general, and only have that static map that doesn't adjust itself while you run around the lands. So you can only look at the map as a static map. You have to use the cartography table to put more things on that map. I think that could be interesting. We do have real bad luck with that sailing we are doing here, because there is not nasty weather here that we don't really see the mountains that we need to see. And we will have to go home real soon. Okay, we have some meadows here, I think. We can go home. And there is Black Forest too. Gonna do some going home here. And see if we can have a little better weather tomorrow. I have bad weather in all of the biomes. This is not nice at all. And that fog is nasty. And we have one of those buggers, critters. But at least there is no troll right here. So let's get our crafting bench up and running here, and yeah. Gonna do like that. Can you come out of the water, please? This is annoying. Okay. Let's rename that for boat real quick. And we gonna leave that here. Yeah, anyway. Let me know in the comments what you think about that idea. Either a permadeath or a no map run could be done now. We're not sure what we want to do. Eventually we could do both, but not at the same time. So yeah, what would you like to see more, the one or the other? Okay, we're gonna go sleep. Let me check for the... Yeah, we need to do some cooking. We do need to do some cooking. We're gonna have... Wait, what? Not... We need the onions, not the carrots. There we go. Wolf skewer. Let's make a bunch. And sausages. Also, I have compared the onion soup to the ice cream a lot of times. But the ice cream is so expensive, so you might still opt for onion soup. You want that and that and that, and make some more sausages. At least for like sailing, we don't need to have that stuff. Okay, that is a lot of sausage. We don't need to have the expensive ice cream while we are sailing. So, got some onion soup here. And quite a lot of onion sausages. So, more onions need to go in here. And then that and that goes in here, and then that goes in here, and that goes in here. Yeah, we also need to get more silver, I guess. But for now, we're gonna have a short break, and we're gonna sleep shortly after we have a break. Gonna be right back. Okay, let's sleep. Hope the weather is nicer now, because we have to see where there is mountain. Where did we even end up? We are here. There, behind that swamp, I saw mountain. So we're gonna do the number 1 portal, I think. We're gonna gather up another pocket portal, no, another portal here. And make that a numbered portal. I'm gonna put it right here. It's not like we have to access that often. It's just a way for me to get around. So this is gonna be number 1. And we have the boat portal, and with the boat portal we have the pocket portal. And once we get back to our boat, we will rename the boat portal 1 and leave it there. That's the thinking we have here, and then we can eat the cheaper food. And this is a lot of stuff. Can preserve that, I think, because we want to run through the mountain and scout out what is there. Don't need all that wolf skewer. We can preserve the wolf skewer for another day. Gonna take that with us though. And there is let's train up. I saw skellies. Also, I do want to probably find out what's with that swamp. There is swamp to the side here. I want to kind of see if that is a good swamp or just... I mean, we do have swamp plenty, but knowing more is no better, you know? Also, we need to fish more great herring anyways, and then would be good to know about that swamp here. Also, why not gather some more boar meat for more things and more leather? Do a little bit more exploring. This swamp here does look legit. It is not a small little itty bitty thingy. Don't want to engage with those because that will cost us a lot of time. But I wanted to see if that swamp here is legit or just some... But it does look legit. There is probably also crypts in there and all of that. So yeah, that's good. Now to the mountains. Let's see if we can find some mountains. And if this mountain here is a mountain indeed or just some joke. Okay, it does look high enough. Gonna run around it and see how wide it is. Yeah, that looks like a legit mountain too. And we are quite far from the model location, so if we find a rune here, it might point to a different location than the other one. Maybe mushrooms, huh? Muppets. Yeah, Muppets too. Well, don't complain, we can use the eyes. We want to have a lot more portals, and that needs eyes. And then ice cream is kind of expensive too, needs eyes too. And if we could gather some more mushrooms, we would not be angry either. Yeah, this mountain looks interesting. It's big. It's not just a little bit of a mountain. Free eye delivery. I think I never managed to get sword levels before the Mistlands in any of my runs. This is the first run I really do have some sword levels. And 24, like that is... Honestly, usually I don't make swords. But it could be good, because in the Ashlands and in the Mistlands with the Mistwalker, with some serious skill levels, that could be helpful. Yeah, it's quite a big mountain. I think we're gonna have fun with that one. Hopefully it contains some frost caves too. More Muppets. Do we need to get more honey? I have forgotten. For sure we want to probably do some more onion cultivation. There's something in here. Bees! Okay, I take it. Cause why not? Okay, we're full. Don't need the resin probably, and don't need the stones probably. Take the honey and the bees, much rather. Okay, there is copper. There is fighting going on. Okay. We don't really need those. I don't really want to go into that frost cave, but I want the ice. Okay. That's not a frost cave, it's a burial chamber. This side of the mountain seems to be a little less steep. And we take that too. Like, you know me now, right now. I do always pick up every seed plant I find. There is swamp again on this side here. And there is a troll. Do I want to engage with that troll? No, not really. I would have loved to see if that swamp was legit too. Ooh, mushrooms. What do we leave here? Is it only that one? Not worth it. I hear Muppets. I hear skellies. There is a heck ton of skellies over there. Will only cost time. I want to see if that swamp here is legit too. This is surrounded by a lot of swamp here. Look at that. That is looking like a lot of swamp. And then we get... This is plains over there. Like that over there is the beginnings of plains. Okay, this is plains here. Let me mark that. Plains. And then that is swamp. Okay. This is not looking too shabby. We shall see if that mountain does give us what we need to have. It looks good. We don't want to go there. There is plains. We are on the low side of things, so no plains right now. Gonna run back a little bit. We have nasty weather in the mountains, but I want to stay up top. I don't want to alert that troll there. Okay, let's fight those skellies and probably put our portal there. you. There we go. Look at that. Okay, let's put our portal here. So we can go home and drop off everything we gathered so far, and then probably do some more building for the remainder of the day. We want to get the comfy levels up so we can sleep in our new house. That is what we are trying to do. Valheim, where are we? There. I want some armor stands here. We want to take out those things and put regular wood in there. We do have a lot of wood in the basement. So let's get some wood and let's get to work. Gonna do... yeah, I have forgotten to store away the bonfire. So let's drop that off here along with 10 to light that fire. And we're gonna leave whatever we gathered here right here for now, because thus we can take more wood and go upstairs and do something about those strange things here. I don't dig that. That's not as cool as I thought it might be. If we have super nasty weather here, but we're gonna be... Ooh, I nearly fell out the hole here. Yeah. I think that is gonna be better in the end. Sometimes you have to revise the ideas you had. I think we're gonna put a dormer window here instead of that strange stuff. But maybe not here, but here. Something like that. Okay. And then we'd have to change out those. Like that. Those have to go. No, that's not right. Want that in here. Ugh. Being thumb. And in here. Ah, no, this is not good. I might want to have this over a little more. Let's move that portal. That portal is mightily in the way of me building that thing there. There. We want it a little wider. That one. We want that to go here. And then that can meet up there. That is better. And then that will connect nicely too. And we can have that overhang here. Something is not quite right here, I think. Things are a little wonky. Something like that. Ooh. Okay, that bonfire is in a bad spot. We have to move that. And then we can have like a balcony thing going on here. I'm quite fond of that idea. I might even close up those sides a little. Like that. And that one. Put some trimming here. This is looking a little wonky, but it seems to be lining up. Okay. And that fire now smokes our house. We have to do something about that. Can't have that here. Don't want it to smoke into our bedroom. Gonna have it somewhere here, I think. For now. We are back to the for now. Who would have thunk that I would say for now? Yeah, I think this will dissipate. I think I like that. And we can have a big old window in there, and we're gonna be doing the window sills just like the way we did them on the other side. Like move that to the inside more than to the outside. That is a little too much. Something like that, probably. Yeah. That is gonna be a little bit like a bay window kind of situation there. I think I like that. And I need to take with that one. Let's line that up properly. We also want probably some staircase from the outside so we can finish the window sills on the outside too. But that is not at all bad looking if you ask me. Can trim that. We have to do some trimming on the other sides too. And then we could also put in those to separate that window a little bit. Might even go with that, so we could come over like that and then put glass in here. Like that can be nice, probably. Like that. Something like that. I like that. Okay, we need some fine wood and some iron nails. We should have some iron nails here. And we need some fine wood. We want that armor stand up there. Everything is in the way here. Where is that? Yeah, I forgot the leather scraps. Yes. Let's go down there. Leather scraps, please. Yeah, we don't have that. Gonna put it front of the window probably for now. Have to do some more interior design anyway. But that would bring us up to 12 here, and that is sufficient to be sleeping here. We need to get on that roof and collect all the wood we dropped on that roof. Okay, that stuff goes back in here. Ooh. Did build and we did pick up more. That goes in here and that goes in here. The other stuff needs to come home with me. Let's get that bonfire. And let's get home real quick. We are really short on health now. Okay, let's get that stuff into the boxes. That goes here. And that goes here. And the honey goes here. We do have a lot of honey. And the seeds go under the stairs. And we have to repair everything and go sleep real quick. And not provoke the raid. Okay. Gonna have another short break. Gonna be right. Oh man, I was playing and I did not realize that I did not unpause the game, so you missed about half an hour of gameplay. I'm so sorry. We did find a frost cave and we did start to clear it out, and I did not even realize that I forgot to unpause the recording. Oh man, that is unfortunate. I'm very sorry. I don't know what to do about that. Played is played and I cannot unplay it. So we will have to live with that nonsense. Really sorry about that. Oh man. Yeah, that's the problems you have with a forgetful player here. So we did find another frost cave and we did find a lot of things in there, killed a lot of wolves and all of that. You shall see that frost cave. It's not already done. We have to go back there, do more. Yeah. I'm really mad about myself not unpausing the game properly, unpausing the recording properly. And that is stupidness. Okay. It is quite late. We're gonna go sleep like right now. And I'm wet. And go back to that frost cave in the morrow. Well. Yeah, well. That's the thing that happened, and it has not happened often to me in those series I have been recording. But I forgot to unmute myself sometimes, and I forgot to unpause the recording one other time, I think. Okay, ice cream, that and that. There we go. What nonsense. Okay. That's the frost cave we found, and we have a really sketch situation here because there is no other way down than jumping and do some trick jumping here to this ledge, and then we can go down here. Like, that is super inconvenient. We cleared this lower level. I'm quite sure there is nothing else here. There is a mother rune down here. But unfortunately, that mother rune does point to the place we already know. We are not far enough west to make that happen. We forgot to mark our boat too. That is here. That's boat. And yeah, we have to find another mountain farther west. Further west? Probably further south too. Because from here it is... The next mother location is that one we already knew. So now we get to open the doors. Like a advent calendar. You get the advent calendar and then you get to open the door only... Oh, there's a cultist. There's two cultists. And we do not have the possibility to go anywhere else. We have to get them deaded because of this situation here. If we were to fall down there, that could mean our death. So, okay, we have a lot of stuff, but no trophy. Okay, that is everything here. Let's pick up the things. We might leave the entrails here. Just get the coins things if there are any. Because we do have so many entrails and need a lot more. Okay, that was that room. Is there more? We have been down there. That is the exit. And then there is another way down here. Have we been here? probably not. Regarding those elves here, we have not been here. Ugh. This is bad. Now I got it. Is there anything else interesting? No? Okay. What a pity. I would have loved to find another model location, but not gonna happen on this mountain probably. Maybe if we find a frost cave on the other side of the mountain, we could be lucky. Be careful here. Don't fall. We have to get to the other side here. Ugh. And this is really a difficult situation here. Ugh. Okay, that is... There is another door here. Okay, oh. No, let's have that one. Be sure we don't get in trouble here. There are so many elves in those caves. There's another one there. But that's it. Okay. Can't even pick up anything anymore, can I? Oh yeah, I can. Let me unmute my messenger. I forgot to unmute it. Moment. Keep forgetting to unmute my messenger. To mute my messenger, and then somebody pings me and... Okay, that was that one door, and there was another one here, and I can hear the elves behind that door already. We're gonna blast them. Okay. Does not look like there is much else here. Yeah, I think we are good here. I think we've got everything here. Not keen on that. I think that is everything in this There is nothing more. I think we're gonna go home. Got some stuff here. Okay. I think we're gonna be getting stuff moved over to Valheim. Quite a lot of stuff itemized. Might want to get the portal down here, or do we... Wait, let's do it the other way around. Let's properly set up everything over there first. And then come back and get the things here. I can't even fit all of that anymore. There is so much stuff. And I have to put some of that in here. Of trophies. We do want to set up the kitchen properly. We have not done that already. We want to check that we have all the extensions in the workshop, and we can do something about garden wall. We have a little time left until we have to sleep. Yeah, we do have to do things. We have to put glass in here, and then the stairs look raw. We have no boxes for storing food. Let's do that first. Let's get some metal and fine wood. Regular wood too, so we can stack them properly. And I think we have to think of a solution where to put the boxes. I think we're gonna have to put them in this place here, because there is no other place. Like, let's do it like that. And then another layer on top. It's only 5 for now because I do not have more metal and fine wood in my pocket. And then we want that one. Silver and ancient bark and fine wood and normal wood. Okay. Fine wood and ancient bark and some silver. That is a little much. I think we only need 2. Core wood too. Okay. Oops, too much. Too many stones. I picked up stones again. Okay. That one can go on this corner here. And then that one can go in between here. 5 iron, 15 leather scraps. 15 leather scraps. 5 iron. So we have the food preparation table here. And then we can still reach all of the boxes, and we can have more if we do need more, but I don't think we will need more. What is that? There is some stone beneath the floor. I hate that. that glitters through the floor. That is something I really do hate. Okay. Can put that. Oh, we got a lot of foodstuffs in here. Can put that in here. And get the foodstuffs in here. And then this will be for meat, I think. Yeah. Okay, do we have all of the stuff here? That is a level 7 and that is a level 5. That is cool. We have all of that sorted. And then we might want to probably jump home real quick and get some more glass so we can do something about the window situation upstairs. I do want that here to be nicer, so let's do that real quick. The other one. We might want to have that not open, perhaps, but we could do it like that. That was wrong. Okay. Like that. Then we wanted to have some of those boxes in this nook here. We will have to have board above. And then another box. And a board. And a box. That is not shabby. We can store old gear there. Yeah. Yeah, let's get that finished up here. Because it's looking a little unfinished without beams on top. We do have shelter here, but no fire, so we might think about putting that bonfire on the other side. And 12 here, we have 10 here because it's 12, but we have no fire on this side, so we might want probably put that bonfire somewhere here, but probably not in a place where we smoke ourselves out with. Let's finish the lower edge here, and we might want to consider putting in those like right on the corners here. Is that right? No, it is not. Needs to go like that. And then one here. Like so. They will show up a little on the inside, but I do not mind that. Ugh, this is really dangerous. I could... can I get that to snap? Is that the right ledge? No, it isn't. We want it to snap. Probably. Oh wait, I'm out of wood. And it's dark. Might want to not do that in the night. But what I was thinking about, finish that lower ledge here. I can get it to snap there. And then that one goes here. I think like that. To finish that off. And then we need to finish this edge. Ugh. And one of those to go here, and then that one to snap here, and then have one to each side of the door. That is sketchier. Ah, okay, we have to do it like that. And then put that back in. Yeah, looking good, I think. Gonna do that to the other side too, here. But not today. We're gonna go home and sleep and then do some more mountaineering, I think. But we got a workshop with everything. And we got an upstairs that is not looking completely out of whack. Yeah, that is good. It is correct here. We have to do that to the lower edge here too. And then this side too. It's going to be a nice base. We might even think about taking out the rocks that surround our base, collect up the stone to use that for our plain space. We need ice cream. Because we will run low on that. We ran out of that, in fact. We need more ice too. Okay, let's go sleep. I'm gonna have another short break here, and I promise I will not unpause the game. I will not forget to unpause the game. Gonna be right back. Okay, I have not forgotten to unpause. Well, as we saw that on that mountain where we took that frost cave is the mother rune pointing back to where we were, we might as well not go on there. Leave the number 1 marker there. Pick up another boat portal. Downstairs probably we have more fine wood. Oh yeah, we are running low on fine wood. All of that building. And 10 ice. And 20 wood for another boat portal and 2 circling cores. So that's another portal here. And we're gonna have that the number 1 portal. And we run that portal here down the mountain, I think, and find another one. We can always, if we need more frost caves, come back to this mountain. Well, we're gonna have a little bit of trouble carrying all of that, probably. But we are on the right side here. Need to get to the boat here. Because I don't think we will have good luck getting more here. We need to find something further to the western side of things here if we want to find another model location. So that is what we will be doing. Gotta get another mountain further west or further southwest, something along those lines. And with that bottle being the number 1, we can always come back here if we need to. That is the master plan here. Also, we have to get more silver, I think. We have to go have a look at our silver portal and do another silver vein. I kinda want those flesh rippers soon. Oops, a lot of Muppets here. Well, we're gonna kill Muppets. We need the eyes. We do not necessarily need more neck, but if you are here, you are here. Might even pick up the flint as much as we can, because we will have to rebuild everything in the plains, and we are going to be short on flint. Okay, now here's what we're gonna do. Gonna rename that one for 1. And we're gonna be taking our boat out to sea again. And we're gonna rename that marker here 1. So we are sure that we have that sorted. And we're gonna go south, I think, here. Because there is a lot of swamp in this direction, and we do want a more southwesterly mountain. There is another mountain straight ahead, but I think that is too close to that one too. We need to get somewhere here. And it will be increasingly... Ooh, another one of those. It will be increasingly difficult for us to find mountain we can get at without running through plains, I fear. But also that is not to be helped. I think this is the last one we're gonna be digging up, and then we're gonna just mark them if we find them, because we don't need a gazillion of those. We're gonna be fine, I think, when we did that one. Whatever the devs will throw at us, we can then go back and mine them if we need that. I'm not quite sure they will add anything new to do with that material, but it doesn't hurt to be prepared, does it? moving. Well, that was 58. Then probably get one or two more. Even 3. 4. Cool. Oh, that is cool. Let's put that in the hold and get back that stuff here, because that is what we want to carry. Okay. Now we go on south. And should more of those show up, we will just mark the spot and don't pause to get it. So what we can then do, we can destroy the boat or have a second one and just jump to the numbered portals and go from there. That is what I'm hoping to be achieving here. Now we have to find more mountain. We have not been doing a lot of exploring on this world anyway, so probably a good thing we have to do that. And we could also find out about some interesting things. We could probably even spot Yagluth's altar while we are sailing around. I have more often than not found the altar of the Goblin King while I was sailing, instead of finding a Wegweezer. The Wegweezers for Yagluth are super scarce and far between, and finding them is chore. So we're gonna try sail somewhat close-ish to plains and see if we can just spot the altar while we are doing that. I'm gonna keep a little bit close-ish to the coast here to make the coast show up at least a tiny wee bit. There's a mountain over there, no? Yeah, but not a big one. Like over there, there is a mountain, but it's not a super big mountain. Gonna go more west-ish. Like probably here around there somewhere. There is mountains there. There is a howling cavern that indicates there has to be a mountain. No howling cavern without a mountain. So maybe we aim for that. And then with full stack of health we might brave a short spurt through a plains biome to get to that mountain, because we will have to go to the plains with mountain gear anyways. Might as well do it. We'll not get better gear, more armor than that. That is quite a big mountain we have on this. That one here, that is a big one. Might want to revisit that, get more stuff there. But yeah, that one is far out, and there is nothing else down here. And then there is one over here. There should be 4 mother locations on the map. Just have to find them. That is plains for sure. A little bit of a trouble is the rendering distance in this game. If we were too far away, we would not see. Let's aim for that one, I guess. We would not see if the Yagluth altar was there. Only if it was like a coastal Yagluth altar, you can see it from the boat. But you can get lucky, you know? And I do not want to get too close, because I don't want to get speedoed if I can help it on my boat. Also, thick fog in the plains. Let's get back to the ocean then. And all of that is plains here. I want ocean, please. Can't see anything anyways if we are in the fog. Okay, back to ocean. Come on, disperse. Back to plains. Meh. Am I running straight at some land? No, I don't think. It's just plains in the little middle of the water. Well, we're aiming at there. I have to turn this way. All of this is plains in the middle of nowhere. Strange. I can see nothing, which is not helpful for finding mountains. Well, at least we did find all of the traders. Man, why am I why do I keep saying traitor? Traitor is not a trader. Okay, we're gonna get into the range of Mistlands, I guess. Going out there. That is not super fabulous either, because we will have to land somewhere to get home for sleepy sleeps. And no mountain inside. We have 5 minutes to be sailing. There is some swamp here. Is that the same swamp? There? Man, that's a lot of swamp. I don't think. I think that's another on the other side of that. If that was forest, we could be landing there, but I kinda think it's plains. Yeah, it's plains, it's not forest. I do not really want to sail through the night, but I think we do not have a different opportunity here. Smoldering tomb indicates forest, but that is like far away. And we are aiming for that here. We could get lucky and have some... And I do not have any food with me, man. That is really ill prepared here, that girl. And the sun is sinking real fast. might be able to spot a rock in the middle of no. Oh, there is forest. Look, look, look. We gonna go there. We gonna go there. Good thing I saw that and did not pass that by. Because that's the last stop. And we do want to have somewhat safe place to land. Also, this is a nice island. That would be a nice place to build a base too. We do have a forest base, so no need to build another one, but it's nice. Nice. Okay, well, I think we're good now. The sun is sinking super fast, but we do not run the risk of sailing all through the night without food and then land somewhere super dangerous with 25 health to our name. So I think we're good here. Muppets. Might even think about leaving a 2 portal here. And we might think to leave all the other stuff in here too. Don't want to carry all of that home. That was wrong. 10. And then we need 20 for the portal, and we do need 10 for firewood, and then the other stuff can go home. Yeah, I think we're gonna be leaving the number 2 portal here, because we made it to a quite safe place pretty far east. And that could come in handy later. Okay, we've got some of that. Might as well leave the ice here because running low anyways. Is there some lights to be refilled? Not really. Okay. Put that in here and there, and then a wrong box here. Let's jump over real quick to Valheim and get the crystal over there we need for the windows. Lest we forget to do that. Yeah, I kind of dig this. It's really nice. Let's get the crystal in here. And see, we are a little short on flint going forward. Have to do something about that. Okay, we will be able to move in here real soon. But for now, we're gonna go sleep and we can play one more day in this episode, which will again be probably dedicated to sailing. Upstairs is my bed. Gonna have another short break here. Try not to forget to unpause. Gonna be right back. Okay, we're back. And we have to remind ourselves to not forget to take one set of food with us, because we are getting in dangerous terrains, and I do not want to be in dangerous terrains with no food. So we're gonna take 2 of those, and 2 of those, and 2 of those, and eat the first portion of that, and the other stuff gets put in the hold of the boat. So we have emergency rations, so to speak. There we go. And we have to pick up another portal, and we are running low on pine wood here. Because I want to leave that portal there and number it 2, name it number 2. And we need another boat portal then. So that is that one. And we're gonna be marking the spot with a portal number 2. Because we leave that here. That one is number 2. And then we take that and we get back in our boat. We have foggy times in the Black Forest. We have a headwind going east, west. We might be where are we headed? Here. We have a complete headwind going in that direction. Oh well, yeah. It's gonna be a little bit terrible. Might go like that and then up and hope for a change in the wind direction. It changes every 2.5 minutes or something. And I keep forgetting that I could jump to spawn and get the mother power. So we are on the water, and I have forgotten to change the power from water, because mother would give us 5 minutes of a tailwind. But yeah, we have forgotten to do that, so we are crawling along, I guess. Let's see if the weather is any nicer on the ocean. That looks like it's foggy. No, it's dispersing, okay. Okay, at least we've got a clear weather, and that is Mistlands over there. And that is Mistlands straight ahead too. And we are going to have fun. So the Howling Cavern is here, right behind that Mistlands. And we cannot even tell if we can get through here without risking our lives, but the wind changed. So at least there's that. We're gonna try to get through here. There seems to be a passage between those two landmasses there. So if we can manage to get through here, we might have a chance to reach that mountain. There is a lot of swamp over there, probably. I can't see any other mountain range somewhere. So, yeah, that's the way we are going. Good thing I have food with me. Oh, look at it. So many Mistlandish things here. And it seems to be quite a large Mistlands too. Not the left one, but the right one. I do look forward to be building in the Mistlands. We could build somewhere over there. On that bit. That looks pretty mist-free there. That is nice looking. There's quite a lot of mist-free mistlands around here. That bit of mistlands over there with the trees on that island, that could be a fabulous place to build. It's absolutely clear. There is no mist. That is nice. You could not probably cultivate something because it seems to be all rocks, but it sure looks nice. Or over there you could have a garden too. Crawling along. A lot of mistlands here. Now, can we see that mountain at the corner of the eye where we had it at? Nah, not really. Let me ping it. It's over there. Where is over there? It's right behind that. Okay, I hope we can... Oh, there is some forest here. That is nice. So we're gonna go that way. Might want to leave the number 3 portal on that, huh? That could be a good place to start in with mistlands from the number 3 portal. Maybe we want to do that. We will lock a pocket portal and a boat portal then, because we are running low on fine wood. There should be more fine wood. Oh, this is looking good. It might be... Ooh, look at that. That could be really good here. We do have some mist here, but there's also a lot of forest, and then there is that mountain. I'm not sure we can reach the mountain without getting into the mist. We'll have to investigate further. But it could be that we can do that. There is... yeah, we can reach the mountain via that. Okay, we're gonna turn around here. We're gonna put a portal there. And then we're gonna run up that mountain. I have seen snowy trees, which means we can, between the mist bubbles, can reach that mountain, which is cool. And it is a super, super, super high mountain. It could be very, very interesting for us to get things there. And we're gonna have to leave the portal here for sure, because this is prime for getting to the mistlands later in the game. But our boat will be quite safe here. We can leave it here. Not a good idea to destroy it in these waters, because it's super deep here. We will lose the nails. But it's okay, because we can leave it here. No biggie. Okay. What we gonna be doing? We're gonna be putting the number 3 here, I guess. There, and then with the pocket portal we can get home. This is gonna be number 3. 3. And we have food. And we have another portal. And we can go see about that mountain range there. There is mist, but we do not have to go through the mist to reach the mountain, so that is fabulous. Muppets, where? Give me your eyes. More Muppets. More eyes. Okay, let's go. We are a little on the not so healthy side. It's getting late already. Ooh, there is a lot of skellies. Good place to leave the portal. But I want to go see a little bit more. Also, there might be a box here. There is. And goodies. I want that. And more Muppets, too. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, this is good. This is gonna be good. There is mist reaching up into the mountains, but nothing that can't be circumvented. And we can reach that high peak there. Okay, we have our work cut out for us. I think we're gonna be leaving the portal here and do some moving stuff, I guess. Because we want to live in our new nice mountain base now. And gonna leave the bonfire here too. But all is well. Not bad. Okay, now how to go about that moving house. That is always such a chore. Gonna maybe take that portal inside in the basement so we can do some more moving. Put it here. Probably the better call would be to go and get more fine wood. I think. And I forgot to leave the rations in the boat, so we have to keep that in mind when we come back to the boat. We do not have rations. Let's get all of that out of the way, and then we jump real quick to Wiesenheim and see if we can kill some trees. Those portals need to be moving too. We have 10 minutes in the episode, so we can get some tree cutting done. There should be more here. Yeah, we'll have to probably do some more planting too. So we can have more once we got all of that cut down. Because we are constantly needing more pine wood. But for now, ooh, man, the things. Everything crashing down on me. Good thing it didn't fall on my head. Cut every birch tree down here. And then replant. Might not be able to get all of that done in one go. But I think the idea with the numbered portals for the continents is valid. It will make go back to places where we have been before way quicker than, oh yeah, we were there already, we have to sail back there. I'm pretty stoked that we found that good place where the Mistlands and the Black Forest meet, where we can go do some mist adventures later in the game. Now we want to find something nice for the plains too. Because after we defeat Mother, we will have to find a super good Mistlands bordering plains place to build there. This is a lot of wood. And I have to gather everything that is in pieces because the logs won't despawn, but the pieces will. So, yeah. And take out all of the stumps because a responsible Viking. We need to plant more. Let me just drop off what we have already. There is more wood too. I think we will need a lot more wood too. Not just for the mountain base, that is nearly done, but for building in the plains we can have like a stockpile already ready to go somewhere. Now it's getting real dark real fast, but not much now, just a little bit here and there, and then pick it all up, get it all home, and we are done. There is a little more here. So that's all the hacking. And that's a lot of stuff. 12 more seeds to be planted. I think we will not even be able to get that in one go because it's so much. But considering that we cannot plant a lot of stuff in the... There's a stump here that needs to go. In the swamp or in the mountain. In the mountain only fir trees will grow. Okay, we are full again. And in the swamp I'm not sure that anything will grow except turnips. So, but we have the wood farm here and the vegetable farm over at Valheim. Okay, that's all of that. Gonna be replanting that at a later point of time. See if we can jump that home. I did pick something up I did not want to pick up. Yeah, the deer trophy. No room in inventory. Okay, I want to hang that deer trophy. Again. That is up here. There we go. Man, that is a lot. No raids allowed now. I am so encumbered. Cannot even make it through the door with that. We'll have to drop off and then get it over there. Gee, that is a lot of stuff. Just have to get it downstairs. Might not make it. I have to do another stop here. I made it. Play stacks. Man, that is a lot of stuff here. Okay, I think now we are good with the fine wood for a while. We're gonna repair everything and then we're gonna go sleep and end the episode here. And I apologize again for not unpausing the recording while I was taking a break. I hope you forgive and come back in the next episode to see what's going on with that mountain. But for now, I'm gonna bid you a good night, and I hope you liked this episode nonetheless. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment about the things I talked earlier with a new series that we could consider. If we want to play a permadeath or a no map run, and we can negotiate some conditions. And yeah, with that, I'm gonna leave you here and come back in the next episode. And I bid you a good night wherever you are in this world. And we're gonna be back with new shenanigans in the 10th world real soon. Bye!